Yeah, I mean, we haven't been playing great at home, of recent, and so it was good to come out and, perform like we can, and we just played great, and it feels nice to, give the crowd and the students a little bit of, excitement, because last time we played, Iowa State, we didn't play great here, so it feels nice to come out and just play well.
This is for either of you guys. Just could you have envisioned a more perfect start to a game than what you guys did?
You got it.
We had a pretty good start. I mean, a lot of it just had to do with our defense getting out in transition, easy steal points and stuff like that. Barry's dunk, their first offensive possession, he was big, and so it just starts like that. It kind of just puts a gets everyone going, rolling on offense on our side, and kind of puts a little damper on the opposing team. So,
Dean, was it nice not to have to play too many minutes just because you guys are running away with it?
Yeah, it was really nice. All the starters got a pretty good break, rest, and a lot of the new guys or the guys that don't get too many minutes, got to go in and really just get some game time, get some minutes in, and I think that really helped both like starters and non-starters, and I think it also helped the coaching staff, see who they can trust, when people get in foul trouble or something like that. So I mean, it was big for us.
Barry, one of the questions facing this mature team heading into this game was if you guys were mature enough to be able to not overlook Oklahoma State, knowing such a big game is ahead. How did you feel like you guys answered the call?
I mean, I feel like we did well, man. We came out, like Dean said, to a big lead, a good start, gained a big lead, 15-0 at one point. And I mean, we just kept our foot on the gas. We didn't let up on defense or offense. We kept sharing the ball, making the right plays. Some breakdowns a little bit, but on the defensive end, I feel like we did what we do on a regular basis, held them to 46 points, which is, I mean, pretty low, I think. Yeah, that's it.
Barry, how encouraging was it to get significant minutes production from some guys that don't usually see that much time on the floor, and when they do, they usually aren't playing at that type of level, but it seemed like everybody was chipping in pretty well today?
It was good, man, just for their own confidence, man. They're in the gym working just as hard as anyone else, and they don't really get to shine. So for them, I mean, it was good just I know for me, I love just seeing them get in the game and do well. I mean, Sean came in and got 6 assists. I really wanted PJ to hit a three. I think we all just wanted him to hit a three. But he didn't. But it was just good, man. He played good defense. And just watching those guys get that moment that they don't usually get, it's always good for us.
If I can get each of you to comment, 6 weeks ago or coming off the Texas Tech game, where was your confidence level then versus now, say on a scale of 1 to 10?
I mean, I think we all stay confident, man. You can't win games if you're not confident at all. I mean, you can't go into a game thinking you're going to lose a game. So I feel like we all, still have supreme confidence even back then 6 weeks ago, knowing that we're better than what we were showing, and I think it showed.
I'd say the same thing. Just we don't really lose confidence in ourselves. Sometimes we play a little under expectations. Don't rise to the expectations of. We just sometimes don't have great games. Shots don't fall and stuff. But I think our confidence is always there. I think that's a thing you can always count on, is your confidence level just being at the right spot.
Dean, what did you think of the way Austin played today?
Oh, it was great. It was great to see him have energy, go in there, rebound, box out finish, hit free throws. He's been working on them a lot, and it's awesome to see him out there having fun again, just playing basketball, playing hard. You can't really expect anything else from him, man. He brings so much energy to the table. It's always fun to watch him play.
Obviously, you guys haven't won anything yet as far as the league goes, but how excited are you to have this opportunity you've earned, to go to Kansas Monday with a chance to go up a couple games on those guys or Tech or whoever it is?
We're pretty excited, but we can't look past any game. We know Monday's going to be a huge game for us, but we just got to come out and play the same basketball we've been playing. We can't change anything. Playing great defense, that's what we got to hang our hats on. Our defensive, and just to come out. I know everyone's excited to be in this position we are in, but we just can't let it drop or fall now.
Having already beat them once this season, what's your focus going in and knowing what you've done against them successfully before?
I think we just go in with the mindset it's a must-win game for us, and just come in with the same mentality we've been playing with all season. Defense first, defense lead to offense, and the coaches do such a great job on the scouting reports and stuff. When we buy in, we're a hard team to beat. We take teams' plays away, and they just have to start playing basketball, and that's when we fly around and get stops. So our mentality doesn't really change from last game to this game or anything. So we'll just come out and play the same basketball we've been playing.
He kind of summed it up, man. Our mindset's gonna be the same. Like he said, we came out and played our basketball, and we won the game before against them. So it's just gonna be really trying to be a little bit more precise. It's gonna be a lot of X's and O's that we gotta clean up, because being around Robin in this league this league is a game of what's the word I'm looking for, bro? Adjustments. This league is a league of adjustments, and so they're not going to come out and just let us do kind of the same things we did to get points and win the game. They're going to adjust. We have to adjust and do things a little bit differently to stop them. So this is going to be a fun game.
For either one of you guys, Xavier had kind of a rough first half on Monday against West Virginia, but since then, 28 points, 6 threes, I think. Just how nice has that been to get from him, and what did he kind of do to turn that around since Monday?
I think he's just been in the gym, man, staying confident. I've been talking to him, trying to tell him just not to worry about making shots and stuff like that. And I think him not worry about making shots is allowing him to make the shots. It's almost crazy. But he's kind of just, I'm trying to tell him to just focus on defense, things he can control, rebounding, playing defense, talking. Just being vocal out there, man, and when he gets that opportunity to shoot his shot, knock it down. And I think that's kind of where his mind is, and he's able to knock these shots down, along with him just being in the gym, working on making the shots.
Dean, I have to ask, at any point did it cross your mind not to take one more shot, considering you started 2 for 2, so that meant you were 11 for 11 against them this season?
No, I didn't even realize it. So, no, not really. But.
And then this is a question for both of you guys, because Bruce mentioned it multiple times this week. How much is this win, and especially how convincing it was, a testament to your guys' leadership of showing, hey, that you guys were not looking ahead to Monday's game?
You got it, Dean.
I think a lot of it has to do with our experience. We're older. We're an older team. We've got great leadership. In the past, we might have looked past this game just because, we're at the top of the league and they're kind of towards the bottom and stuff. So it'd be really easy to look past this game, but that's how teams get upset. And so we're not trying to be that kind of team. So we focus all our efforts on this game and don't look too far ahead, because that's how teams make mistakes. So I think our Barry, the coaching staff done a great job. Just keep everyone locked in and focus on this game alone.
Barry, I believe KU's won the last 19 straight at home. What's maybe the hunger level in being able to go to Lawrence, which is a difficult place to play, and being able to prove yourselves on a big stage?
We're hungry to play anywhere on the road or at home. It doesn't really matter the atmosphere, but it's going to be a little bit more of excitement, just the rivalry and whatnot. But we're a good team on the road. We won a good number of games, I feel like, especially in conference on the road. Just being locked in, being that older, mature team, and understanding the environment and the ups and downs in the flow of the game. So I feel like I really appreciate you. So I feel like we're gonna go in there and just play K-State basketball, man. That's defending at a high level, talking, just being alert on offense, man. Getting in the lane, penetrate, kick, playing through Dean, knocking down shots, staying confident in ourselves, and we're gonna see what happens.
Barry, how much have you thought about the shot you took on the last possession there last year, and I guess how do you think you or the whole team would handle being in the same situation this time if you have another chance at a game winner in Lawrence?
At the time I thought about it, man, because I feel like I let my team down, but now it's just kind of it's over and done with. I'm just worried about this year, honestly. That was last year, probably a full year ago, and we're a different team now. We're a better team, an older team, more mature team, and so I don't know. I haven't really thought about that shot in a while, but that's it. That's all I have to say.
You're in the same situation this year. You think you'll be better prepared for?
I just want to make the right read. I didn't make the right read, so whatever the right read is, that's what I'm going to do.
A couple more questions for the guys, and we'll get to Coach.
Dean, it's a similar question, but you guys have used the term bucket list games for a while. You were so close to winning Lawrence the last 2 years. Is that a game you've talked about in the offseason, working out, whatever, and look forward to having one more chance of winning there?
It's a bucket list game, but we don't really dwell or talk about it too often. We just really honestly just look for the next game, and this just so happens to be the next game, and it's a huge game for us. It's on the road. We know we've been playing great on the road, so we just got to stay locked into the schemes and stuff like that for the coaches give us, and don't do anything we haven't done before. Really just play K-State basketball, play the way we've been playing, and we'll see how it goes.
But Dean, some people might refer Allen Fieldhouse as being the mecca of college basketball. But going into that hostile environment, just tell me what your team has talked about in previous years, and going in your senior year, your last year, to going into a hostile environment with this big of a game coming up.
As basketball players, it is a great venue to play in and stuff like that, but the court's the same length, basketball goals same height. At the end of the day, it's still just basketball. So we're not too worried about the fan stuff. Players give the fans energy, so as long as we come out, do what we need to do, play defense and stuff like that, we'll be all right.
This is for both Dean and Barry. I remember before the last Sunflower Showdown, you guys talked about managing emotions when they would come here and maybe how they kind of overtook you a little bit in the past. Do you feel like you've had those same issues at Allen Fieldhouse, and how do you better manage them, I guess, this time around, if it was a problem?
I think our emotions are kind of a little bit in check at Allen Field. I feel like we are just a little bit more focused, man, a little bit more locked in, just knowing the environment, knowing the opponent. And I feel like we know, they don't really lose at home. So I think we're a little bit more precise in everything we do. Even before the game, it's a tough environment to play in, and I feel like we all understand that. And so our emotions are a little bit kind of checked by ourselves, not even by each other, just kind of by ourselves, and really listening and being able to take coaching a little bit more just because we understand the game and the environment.
Yeah, I got on them this morning at shoot-around because I didn't think they had great emotion, and I just kind of, just said we've been through this before where we didn't get the right emotion, mental preparation for some games and let them slip, and I said it would be really a shame if that happened. I said go eat, go home, take your nap, but get ready to come and play at a high level, and we jumped on them. We did a great job defensively. We really didn't get to run our stuff because they take that stuff away. They make you play basketball. Coach Lowry talked about it in Scouter Report that, when we were there, we didn't really run much. We didn't run sets or plays or, we just played basketball. You ball screen, they ice it, you make the play. Now you keep making the pass and read. We had 18 assists this time. We had 19 last time. And those early ones, one, we got shutouts. They didn't score a field goal, I think, for almost 7 minutes. But two, we got layups. We got a lot of layups and kept the ball moving, made the right plays like Barry talked about. And, it's kind of amazing because, we really didn't have many guys in practice. Xavier was sick this morning and couldn't even be at shoot-around. So, for those guys to come up and give the effort they did, and you got to feel good about them. And now the guys that did practice this week were the other guys. And, we reminded them, and we worked them hard, and they actually came through. I'm surprised it's not Austin Trace and Mike McGurl up here instead of Barry and Dean, but because those guys and Sean did a great job. It's not helping us maintain the lead. And then, Cam's foot didn't feel good, started second half. So we just, said sit there and all Sean, Mike, Austin, they all gave us great minutes. Levi, James, all the guys coming off the bench. So it was positive. You couldn't ask for a better scenario to keep Dean at 11, Cam at 18 or whatever he had, even keeping Barry down. I know he didn't like it, but, to be able to be rested for Monday.
Maybe some teams might have overlooked Oklahoma State, but what does it say about your team? In this game, you come out with the second largest margin of victory in a Big 12 history, and now you go on to.
Well, you know, one, you make shots, but to me the big thing was defending, and I keep telling them that you know, that gives them a chance to be special. That and sharing the basketball, but you know, Oklahoma State, they just beat TCU, and TCU beat Iowa State today. So, you know, we told them that you had to come to play. I think our guys understand their system. We're able to take things away. They do a great job defending. Coach Lowry, you know, we've been going against this, you know, from way back to we went against Dana Altman at Creighton, that system. So we have a good feel of it. We have a good game plan. You know, and then, you know, we like I said, we played basketball. We made a lot of good basketball plays. It wasn't me putting them in sets or something that were successful. It was they played basketball and made all the right plays. I thought Cam was really good early, you know, and not only made some threes, got to the hoop, got a steal. Barry got a steal. We did a lot of good things, and those guys really got us going.
Bruce, you get 18 minutes out of Austin Trice. How key is it just to be able to get 10 or 15 minutes a night?
Well, you know, you know, we just said Levi's has struggled, and we just said we got to give somebody else a shot. And you know, you can only go back there now. Levi did come in and, you know, down the stretch and made some plays, which is, you know, good for him and confident. But you know, this team, when they play two bigs, it's easier to play Austin and easier to play Levi and James and those guys. Where they have trouble is when people play small ball, and we just don't do things out of court. But you know, it was great confidence builder. Austin making the free throws. You know, we keep talking about trust, and you build trust within each other, with the teammates. You build trust with the coaches, and he definitely helped his trust factor today.
There was some confusion before the game whether Xavier would start or play. Just kind of what was the process?
Well, he didn't. You know, we sent him home from shoot around, and we got him some. He had a stomach virus, and we actually went to the doc's office and got some IV, got some fluids in him. We just had to see if he could go or not. You know, I didn't know. He was in the locker room. He got, you know, he was coming from the doctor's office, and he gave it a go. We were fortunate to get up, got him out 3 minutes into it. Then we got Dean out, and then we got Matt. You know, we just kind of rotated. So, like I said, you couldn't have a better scenario than to limit those guys' minutes, still win by 40, and, you know, with a quick turnaround going to Kansas on Monday.
You guys are just 2 shots away from winning the last 2 games you had in Lawrence. So what'll be kind of just the message with the guys to help them get over that
I think what they talked about, you know, Barry said being exact, being disciplined, you know, just playing confident. You cannot be on your heels. You got to take the game to them. Obviously, they're, what are they, 15-0, 16-0 at home, whatever it is. And they've shot the ball unbelievable at home. So, you know, defense will be a big factor. You know, taking what happened last time, what they did well, what we did well, can we, you know, second time around, can we tweak it? Can we execute a little better? You know, I think all those things are key.
Obviously, at this point, nothing is settled in the league, but 14 games in, is this as well as a team's handled the grind of the Big 12 as you've had her, Coach?
Oh, I've had a couple teams, obviously, that have done better, but this is, for all, the thing I'm kind of amazed by is from injuries to sicknesses, illnesses, all the different things that they've been able to keep staying the course. The older guys have done a great job. You know, I was talking to Wyatt and the TV people before the game. Barry is special. I mean, and he didn't get big numbers today, but his determination, his leadership, his work ethic, you know, you can't get a more special player in my mind. And, you know, just, you know, for his sake, for our seniors' sake, just hope and pray we have some health and we're able to finish the season on a great positive note.
The resiliency your team has shown, how does that go for momentum coming into this KU game about the confidence of what you guys have done in the body of work?
Well, I think it's every game is different, and you know, you got to come and play. And you know, we've had some success on the road. We played some non-conference road games, didn't have success, but that's part of the thing, to go on the road to learn and get better. You know, we have to do what we do well. And you know, and your good players have to play well. That's a big thing. And we, like you guys all talked about, we had chances the last 2 years. And we played a high level. Crazy thing is they came here and just kind of took it to us. Now, can we, this is the first time, a long, long time, we played them at our place first. Got to win. Can we go at them? Can we, and that, we'll just have to see how it'll go. He does a great job. They play with a lot of confidence. They play at a high level there, so we're going to have to match that.
You mentioned the virus that Xavier was dealing with. For him to kind of fight through that and have 12 points today, just kind of what does that say?
Yeah, he's our leading scorer. It's amazing, and made some shots. I think he went up for that shot before half. He had asked out, and we didn't get him out. He went up for the shot, and I think he had nothing left to even get it up there, and he just dropped it. But, you got to give him some credit. He is, to feel like that, you feel weak, you have nothing in your stomach, just basically fluids. And, he just like all the other guys played very, very determined.
You talked about just having to play basketball against Oklahoma State. Can you talk about Mike's movement without the basketball today and how good it was?
Yeah, I thought Mike McGurl did a nice job. We had Coach Fraser had him in the other day, and I talked to him. And we just said you got to realize what you are and what your role and what you can do well. And you don't have to do too much. Too many times he's going in there in the mix of everybody. Today he made the right plays, got the ball in the middle, got it to the weak side, boom, Cam 3. Got it in the middle, got it to the other side, boom, Dean shot. And then when he was wide open, he took his shots, and then he guarded well. Really pleased for him. Now can he carry it over, and do it on the road. Same thing, Sean did a nice job. He's very, very talented. He just doesn't understand how important practice is and what Barry talked about, being precise and preparing, all those P words. He's not very good with those. And, once he figures that out, he's got a chance to be pretty good.
Coach, you guys wore the retro uniforms today, so I got
pretty cool.
Yeah. I got a retro stat for you.
4-0.
You guys go into Lawrence. You have the opportunity to sweep KU for the first time in 36 years. Just what is the specialness and the opportunity ahead of you guys?
Well, it's a big game because they're up in the standings with us, and obviously it's your rivalry. You get a win against them, that puts them another game behind you. And that's what it is. I mean, they're good, and we played well in the second half. Thought we started the game well against them. We played well in the second half, found a way to win. Now can you piece it together for 40 minutes there? And that's all it is. I mean, but we can't let it be. I told our staff a couple weeks ago, the biggest game is Baylor. It's just, and I don't tell the kids that, but, because what you win against Kansas, you got to get ready for Baylor. And you lose against them, you still got to get ready. You got it. And it's the old scenario. Every game is important. And you got to be, get that focus, preparation for the next game, and hopefully they have that determination.
Bruce, I know this might get lost in the shuffle with all these questions we're asking about KU, and this was the largest, victory in the history of this series, and you remain first in Big 12. But what does it mean to you that you tied Jack Hartman today for third on the Gardner?
Jack Gardner
on the all-time wins list here at K-State?
Oh,
my apologies, sir.
It's fine. I'm just happy for our guys to have a successful season. They fought. I don't know. I don't really worry about that right now. I'm just worried about Kansas and, finish the season on a great note. That's, every day I think a lot about a lot of things, but I just want these seniors. They've given us so much. They've changed the direction of the program for them. One, to be healthy so they can play and give it a shot, and then hopefully if they have a shot to finish their careers on a great note.
How do you like Mike's new hair?
I'm just happy he played well, because if he wouldn't have played well, I would have cussed him out. But